Hirsch Hawks and Winship Wildcats. This is Lisa Hayes, and I am the counselor at Winship Elementary School. Jenna Hendon, who's the counselor at Hirsch, and I got together because we wanted to let you know how much we're missing you and also talk to you a little bit about having good character. We talk about character traits at school. Every month we have a different character trait that we highlight and talk about on the announcements. We wanted to share a little bit about that with you right now. Miss Hendon is going to read a story called Character Kids, and this story focuses on some kids that are actually superheroes because they have such good character. In the story, they talk about the character traits of responsibility, honesty, cooperation, kindness, and bravery. Those are really important character traits. And Ms. Hendon is going to read the story to you here in just a little bit. And after you read the story, I'm going to come back and we're going to talk about, and I want you to be thinking about all the different ways that you can show these character traits while you are at home with your family. So please enjoy the story, and I will talk to you again in just a bit.
Hello scholars, today I'm going to share a book with you called The Character Kids Save the Day. Our character kids in this story are going to be cooperative, kind, responsible, honest, and brave. And one of the reasons I'm sharing this story with you is because I want you to remember to practice those character traits. Even though you're at home, it's very important to be cooperative, kind, responsible, honest, and brave. So again, this is Character Kids Save the Day, and I'm going to begin reading the story now. Character Kids Save the Day. Here are all of our character kids. Okay. The sun is up. A new school day is near. And look, the character kids are all here. Their special powers are used for good, for doing the things that every kid should. So come along as we meet each one. We'll learn what they do and have some fun. Here are all the character kids ready to go to school. Brandy is cooperative, a very big word. It means sharing with friends and waiting your turn. Cooperative kids work together as one, helping each other so there's more time for fun. And they're playing a board game. This is something that we do a lot at my house to pass the time and to spend time with each other. And we have to be very cooperative. We have to talk to each other and communicate well. When Brandy sees kids who just can't agree, who fight over toys and cry, me, 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 she races to the rescue to help them share. Let's take turns. That's the way that is fair. Scooter is kind, so what does he do? He is friendly to people and animals too. Kindness means showing others you care. When a friend needs your help, you're always there. Here he is letting his friend who has a cast on her leg into the classroom. That's very kind and helpful. When Scooter sees someone who's feeling left out, he saves the day with a friendly shout. Hey, come over here and join the fun. We can play together with everyone. Alex is brave, just like a lion. If he doesn't succeed, he just keeps on trying. He faces his fears, both big and small. He tries new things and gives it his all. And here he is, he's public speaking in front of a bunch of kids. And that can be really nerve-wracking for some people, so you have to be brave when you're speaking out in public. When Alex sees someone who's feeling afraid, he swoops right in and comes to his aid. Take a deep breath and push on through it. Believe in yourself and you can do it. Ricky is honest, and that's special indeed. To earn people's trust, it's something you need. When you tell the truth, people can count on you. It may not be easy, but it's the right thing to do. One of our character traits this year was trustworthiness. He's being trustworthy and honest by returning the money. When Ricky sees kids saying something untrue, telling white lies and some big ones too, he says never fear, being honest is best. Just say you are sorry and get it off your chest. Being responsible, that's Keisha's power, doing her part every minute, every hour. Responsible people always do their chores, take care of themselves, and so much more. Here she is recycling, which is being responsible and taking care of the environment. When Keisha sees people not doing their part, leaving trash on the ground or toys in the yard, she soars in and says, "This is your job to do. Don't wait for someone to do it for you." There's one more hero to tell you about. I'll give you a clue that you can figure it out. This person is responsible and kind each day, cooperative too, and honest and brave. Look in the mirror and you will guess who. Of course, that special hero is you. So think to yourself as you start each day, what super things will I do today? And then on the back, we have all of our character kids again. We have honest, brave, cooperative, responsible, and kind. I want you to take a second and think about how you will show those things today in your home and to your family that is around you. Stay healthy, stay safe, and I'll be back to read another book to you really soon. Bye, guys.
Okay, thank you, Miss Hendon, for sharing that story, Character Kids, with us. I hope while Miss Hendon was reading that story, you thought about different ways you can show great character. Some of the things I thought about was responsibility. This is a great time to show you're responsible. You have schoolwork, projects that you're supposed to be working on, either on Chromebook or you might have a packet that you're working on. So if you work on those projects without being reminded, without your parents telling you, do your homework, do your classwork, then that's a really great way to show that you're being responsible. You can also make sure that you're keeping up with your reading books every day. That shows that you're responsible. You might have chores at home that you're responsible for. And so doing those chores without being told shows that you have good responsibility. Maybe you have brothers or sisters that you're helping to take care of, and that shows great responsibility too. So there's a lot of opportunities to show good responsibility right now. The other thing that the book made me think about was cooperating and kindness. This is a great time to show cooperation and kindness with your family. You can maybe do some fun things together, play games, do puzzles, those kind of things that show that you're cooperating and working together. You can be kind to your brothers and sisters. You can also be, I've heard lots of ways that people are being kind to their community and other people. Sometimes people are writing letters to other members of their family that might not be able to get out, and there's just lots of different people are making masks for people, drawing pictures for other people. In my neighborhood, when I went out on a walk, some students had painted rocks. Remember Winship Wildcats last year in Miss Westner's class, we painted some kindness rocks, and some kids in my neighborhood painted the kindness rocks and put them out on the trails when we were walking. So that made me think about all my Winship Wildcats. So there's lots of different creative ways that people are being kind. So that is a great character trait that you can show. And you have to be creative and think about how you can be kind to your family and your people in your community. The other character trait that we thought about was honesty. And in the book, the characters talked about being honest. Right now, it's really important to be honest with your family about how you're feeling. If you're feeling sad or scared or worried or nervous, please make sure you talk to an adult, your mom or your dad or someone in your family that you trust about how you're feeling. So being honest about your feelings is super important right now. The other character trait that Miss Hendon read about in the book was being brave. And this is a great time to show that you're brave. And being brave kind of looks a little different than it normally does. Right now, being brave is just staying home to stay healthy and keep the rest of the community healthy. Wearing a mask if we go out and about to keep the germs, to make sure that we're not spreading germs and that we don't get any germs from anybody else. So being brave right now means also being flexible and being able to handle a different schedule, a different routine than we're used to. You might not be being able to do the activities that you normally used to do or to go to the places where you used to go. You're not able to see your friends. So kind of being flexible and understanding that this is temporary. This is just for a little while. But part of being brave is just kind of accepting that and understanding that we're trying to keep everybody safe and healthy. And, hopefully we'll be going back to normal after a little while, but we just have to be brave for a little bit longer. So thank you, Miss Hendon, for reading that book about all the different character traits. And I am also going to, in just a few minutes, show you some strategies and techniques that we have for helping to reduce some of the stress and the tension that we might have. Sometimes all these changes that we're going through and the different schedules that we have, the different routines that we have, can make us feel a lot of stress and a lot of tension, even though we know that we're safe and that we're okay. Just the fact that we've had so many changes can cause us to feel kind of stressed. So keep watching, and I'm going to show you some techniques to kind of help you handle that. All right, we talked about feeling stress in our bodies, and when we feel worried or nervous about something, sometimes our bodies feel really tense. And so a very good strategy for helping your body relax and release some of that tension and having a calm mind are some breathing exercises and some stretching exercises. So let's try a couple of those first. First, we're going to do some breathing exercises. So first I want you just to find your pulse, and you can do that either by just feeling your wrist, or you can feel it under your jawbone. That's the place I can feel mine the best. And did you know that when you breathe and you breathe in, your heartbeat goes a lot faster, and when you breathe out, it goes a lot slower. And that's why when we do breathing exercises, we're going to breathe in for 4 counts, but we're going to breathe out for 8 counts, because the breathing out is the part that helps slow your heart rate and helps your body feel calm and release some of that tension. So let's try it. So just stand comfortably, or you can sit if you're sitting, or lie down, whatever feels comfortable for you. And you're just going to kind of relax your arms. And when we breathe, we're going to breathe in through our nose like we're smelling flowers. And at school, I always tell my kids we smell the flowers and we blow out the candles. That helps us remember that we breathe in through our nose and we exhale or breathe out through our mouth. So what we're going to do is we're going to breathe in through our nose, smell the flowers for a count of 4, and then we're going to breathe out through our mouth, blow the candles for a count of 8. That way we're breathing out twice as long as we're breathing in, and that helps slow our heart rate and helps us feel more calm. Okay? So let's try it. We're going to breathe in for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 through your nose. Out for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now try it to yourself. In your mind, count 4. Out. 8. One more time. Good. Okay, and now we're going to do a little bit of stretching. And the stretching exercise we're going to do today is a real simple one. It's just called the mountain pose. And what we're going to do for the mountain pose is you're going to stand with your feet. You can't see my feet, but you're going to stand with your legs about hip distance apart. And your feet are going to be pointing straight forward. And you're going to have your shoulders and arms just kind of relaxed. You're going to pretend there's a quarter on the top of your head. And when we're breathing, we're going to breathe in again. We're going to breathe in for 4. And when you're going to breathe in, you're going to try to imagine that you're stretching that quarter. You're keeping your head flat, but you're stretching that quarter up to the ceiling, and you're stretching up tall. And the mountain pose is a strong pose, so it kind of gives you strength, and you can feel your feet flat on the floor, and feel your feet on the floor to give you, you're strong like a mountain. And so we're going to breathe in 4, and we're going to stretch up, and then we're going to breathe out 8. And when you breathe out 8, you're just going to kind of relax your shoulders and your arms. Okay, so very simple stretch, the mountain stretch. Okay, here we go. We're going to breathe in for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're going to breathe in again. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. That's a mountain pose. Very simple. Next, we're going to do a stretching exercise. And this time you're going to pretend you're on the bottom of the ocean and you are a piece of seaweed. So you're going to keep your feet still standing hip distance apart, feet on the floor, but you're going to be seaweed. And so you're going to imagine the current coming in and just kind of your feet are staying anchored to the floor, and the current is just kind of swaying you back and forth, back and forth. And sometimes the current is really big, and sometimes you're swaying a whole lot because it's really, the water's really rushing by. Sometimes it's just really slow. Sometimes you're going back and forth, back and forth. Woo. Going all different ways, like that piece of seaweed. Okay. Oh, feels good on my back. And remember to breathe. I forgot to breathe. You got to breathe in 4 and out 8. All right, Winship Wildcats and Hirsch Hawks. I hope that this week you remember to breathe, and when you get a few moments, just think about it and remember to inhale 4, exhale 8. Do that a few times. Smell the flowers, blow out the candles. Do those relaxing breaths to kind of help slow your heartbeat and calm you down. And maybe you can teach that to somebody in your family. And maybe you could do some stretching exercises too, because that helps release tension and helps calm your mind. I hope y'all have a good week, and remember to do your reading. Bye, guys.